We went by an abandoned graveyard on the way back to the fort, and were attacked by a strange undead whose arms looked like a jaw. Yui even said she saw the head trying to run away from the body. It ended up biting me and Isla. Dad and her fought. I tried to talk to Isla, but Dad was talking with Sniffles and got him distracted. Dad said he felt something in the old village. I got mad at Dad about how he treats Isla, and he said he would try to treat her better. When we got back to the fort, and Isla went to talk to the fortune teller, Dad said he would stay back, as he had the rest of us go to the tavern where the guards hang out at. We went to the tavern. We met a loud guy that talked a lot, but Sniffles and I were pretty tired, so we slept a little. Sniffles makes a pretty good bed. Once Dad and Isla showed up, and we had some food, Dad and I headed to Moss's. Dad wanted to learn about druid stuff. I'm not sure I want to do that too or not, but the little pond Moss has was fun to play in. I felt like I needed to head back to the graveyard, but Dad stopped me, and we called it a night. I feel stronger today, but also weaker. We found our friends in the morning and ate at Ale on the Brain. It's a weird name. Dad and Isla fought, and Dad threatened to eat the new cat he pulled out of the fur ball. I wonder what all you can pull out of it. Dad and I went to the library to talk to Kurt and get supplies. We met back up with everyone to talk about setting out before having our cards read by Isla. Mine were the Fool upright, Strength in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I even asked her what the misfortune would be, and she drew another card. It was the Moon upright. I'm not quite sure what that'll do, but it's cool anyway. Yui and Dad had a reading afterwards, but I don't really care about that. Mine are cool. And then we went shopping, and I asked Dad if he could buy the stuff so I could make Isla's favorite drink. He did, but he said he would hold on to it for me. I asked Dad if we could sleep in the inn for once. He didn't like it, but agreed. Today we set out and followed the river. I don't feel like I want to go to the graveyard anymore, but I still feel a little weak. We got to the start of the river late at night, but we saw something. Dad and Isla argued and were being loud, so the thing came over to find us. Luckily, my dad is real strong and stealthy, so he crushed its skull before it could do anything. Dad was going to do it with the other things we saw, but it was able to yell before Dad killed it. So we had to run into the forest. We decided to find a place to rest in the mountain, and that's where we are right now. It's a small little cave, but it kind of reminds me of home. It's nice. During the day, we went back to the cave in the mountain at the base of the river, and Mr. Gadar went to scout it out. He thinks there's a necromancer working there, so we decided to go to town and tell Mr. Moss. We rested and camped because we didn't want to travel in one day again. It kind of gets hard on ya. When we got to the city gate, a guard spoke to Isla. and said they had some stuff for her. So her and my dad went to take care of that, as the rest of us headed to Moss. We told Moss about the undead, and he said he would help take care of that, and could send us over to our island. I was excited. And me and Draco went to tell Dad. Then we explored the tavern Miss Isla had, and she sent Dad downstairs without telling him about the mimic. He killed the mimic quickly, but I don't think that was nice. We burned down the tavern and are going back home. I'm excited. We made it to the marriage tree. Dad said this is where the clan gets married. It is very pretty. We met a strange creature. It doesn't speak, but it seems friendly. We went towards the village, and Dad and Gadar saved a guy from being mind-controlled by a bad monster. It ate Mom. We finally made it to the village, and I met some new friends. It's fun being around others my age. Dad showed me my old room. It's small, but Sniffles is a good bed. We left our home and went in search for the Memory Eater. We found empty villages and towns before finally meeting a village that looks like it might have people. Isla says she won't come with us, but we're brave enough to take care of everything.